Hey guys, this is Zombie, or some of you may know me as Pixelated Zombies, and I noticed that there was a lack of video tutorials on making poses for The Sims 3, so I decided to make one, and this is how it's done. Well, okay, this is the way I do it, and it may not be that great because I haven't been making them long, but I will try to help you. Okay, so go to the link in the description, and you want to download Pose Player, which when you extract it you want to put it in your mods folder in the packages folder. The animation tool by Wes Howe, you're going to need that. Your adult rig, because in this tutorial we're using Milkshape, sorry I don't know how to use Blender, and Sims 3 package editor. What you need to do is, after you get all that extracted, you'll have your rigs in one folder with your rig file, and then you'll have your animated tool here, or whatever it's called. Anyway, I want to open Sims 3 package editor and go to File, click on Desktop, and go to Computer, C drive, Program Files. Mine's 86, but yours could just be Program Files, and you want to find Electronic Arts, Sims 3, Game Data, Shared, and Packages, and click Full Build 0. It may take a bit for it to load because there's quite a bit of stuff in there for it to load. So, you just wait for that to load. Come on, don't take a million years. Now you can click tag and sort it that way, and then click name and it should sort. I mean, if you have everything checked like it is down here, well, this is the way I have mine, with names and tags and sort. So you want to scroll down until you see something that says clip right here. Okay, this is about the clips. Okay, you want to scroll around, probably up if it's going to be above A to O, so and A to C and A to A, a little bit up. Okay, it's right around here. It'll say AXEVT 701 or the same thing but 702. So it doesn't matter which one you click. You can click either one, right click on it, go to export and rename. So you probably want to put a folder on your desktop and name it something like when you type in your clip name, make sure it starts with an A, and then name it something that you know somebody else didn't name their pose. Maybe a good idea to put your creator name in there or something, or the creator initials like Zombie Chick or something. Standing 01. Okay, save, and then put it in your pose folder. Okay. If you know you're going to make a lot of poses, you should do that 3 or 4 times so you don't have to keep opening that. Okay, so it's in your folder. Open the anime tool, or animation tool. Click clip to SMD, go to your desktop, find your where's the one we made? Post tutorial. Click that. It'll say animation file. If you move this, it'll even have your little title in there. Click open. Yes, you want to find the rig file manually. Mine happens to be in my rigs folder. Click open. Okay, then you can just close that. Now you have 2 kinds of files in here, and one's an SMD. So open Milkshape. Well, I could have done that differently. Open your rig. That's how I'll do it. So double click on that, open your rig. Gotta zoom in a little bit, find the little guy. Sometimes. Not always. Sometimes he's right up there. Now the way you're going to want to do this, and this is the easiest way, wait for it, is to right click in each square. Make sure you have one square projection right or left, one square should be projection front, and then another square should be projection top, and you'll see the reason for this in a moment. Okay, and then click import Half-Life SMD, go to your pose folder that you made, and click the SMD file you just made. Leave all these checked, click OK, push no on this, and then click animate. Click rotate over here and find the thing you want to move. So let's say for right now we're moving arms. Scroll down till you find right upper arm and double click on it. See, it'll look like that. In this window, if you move it, it goes straight down to the side. In this window, if you move it, it goes left and right. And in the bottom window, if you move it, provided that yours is view from the top, it rotates it around like this. So, for right this second, we're just going to put the arms at the side until I figure out what else we're doing here. You can rotate the hand as well. Maybe he has his hand on his hip for some strange reason. I don't know. Scroll down until it'll be under the fingers of that one. You'll keep scrolling until you find left upper arm. Just put the arms down at the side. And you don't want to make your pose look too stiff because that will happen. It's awkward. I mean, it's awkward enough already, but that's not the point. Okay, so remember, over here in the left window, it'll move side to side. Over here in the right window, it'll move up and down, and then over here, it'll actually turn. And sometimes if you turn, you'll get this little fold in the arm, and it'll look weird, so try and fix that before you finish your pose. So, you'll basically pose it however you want. You'll just have to try the things out and see how they are. As for hands, you don't want to just leave straight fingers. That's going to look awkward. So, whenever it has the left, thumb, let's start with index finger, 'cause issues with thumbs are kind of difficult. Left index 0. That is the whole finger. See? Now, the 1, like left index 1, is always the middle bend in the finger. If you're going to do fingers, you should probably click local on the models tab at the bottom, and it won't do weird things. That's the middle bend in the finger, and then the like left index 2. The 2 is always the last bend, see? And so you'll do your fingers or whatnot. And when you're all done posing your person, and there's a lot of stuff to go through, there's even the mouth, which I still haven't learned how to rotate the eyes yet because I can't see the actual eyes, so I can't teach you that. If you want to move, like, say the jaw, I guess, you can click jaw and do it that way. Rotate looks awkward, so you might have to actually click move and move it down if you want to open mouth or something. Don't try move with anything else though, because it'll come out a little bit awkward. And here is a good example of that. See? Unless you want to make some sort of weird monster, I suppose. After you're finished posing your person, we'll just leave this pose for now. You'll do something completely amazing, probably. Although, maybe not on your first try. Click animate when you're finished, and click set keyframe, and then go down here and click the animate button again, and it'll go back to that original pose. It's okay, don't worry. Go up here to File, Export, Half-Life SMD, and instead of typing a name, click on the one you already had in there. Click Save, and it'll say, hey, do you want to replace it? And you're going to click, yeah, I kind of do. Click Sequence, and then click OK. Now, close Milkshape, and go to the Animate tool, and this time click SMD to clip. Now, go to your Pose folder, and you'll find your SMD, so you're going to click that and click Open, and it'll say no errors. So then you need to open Sims 3 Package Editor again, only this time click File, New, and then click Resource Import from File. Go to your Pose folder and look for the one that just says Animation at the end. You don't want the SMD or the animation D or .BAK, you just want the animation. So that opens, don't change anything, just click OK. Now click Resource again and export to Package. Now you probably want to name it whatever it was named, so that you won't get confused. I'll make another tutorial for pose lists, but for right now, just name it the same thing that you named your, the same thing you'll type in to get your pose, so it would be that right there. And then click Open. Okay, now you can close the Sims 3 Package Editor, and in Pose Tutorial you'll have your package. Now just move it to your Mods folder into the Packages folder and start your game. Now when you open your game, go to Buy Mode, and if you download the Pose Player, which you should have, because it won't work without it, go to Decor and go to Miscellaneous, and Pose Player should be in there somewhere. It's only $1. Set it somewhere on the ground. Turn on Move Objects. And move your person. Go back to Play Mode. Click on the Pose Player and you get options. Now if you download Pose, they'll be on the Pose list probably. And whenever you learn to make yours on the Pose list, you'll click Select Pose from a list. But for right now, make sure you click Play. And then type in the name of your pose. And then they should do it if you have play pushed, even if it looks ridiculous because I didn't work on mine. Yeah. So she's doing the pose that I made. So after you get her into the pose, you can move her around. I assume you know this because you downloaded other custom poses. Maybe. If you haven't, well, you should probably mess around with those first before you try making one. But either way, she looks very stiff. So make sure you work on your poses so they don't look stiff. But yeah, that's how you do it. If you have any other questions, you can just leave them in the comments, okay? Alright, hope I taught you something.